Have you been thinking about a new career in trucking? Well, stay tuned because today I'm going to tell you about a few things that you might didn't know about truck driving. All right, what's up, YouTube? Welcome back to my channel. To all my new people, please subscribe. If you have been watching my videos and haven't subscribed already, please help me out. It's absolutely free for you just to mash that button for me. Thank you for all the people that's been making comments on all my videos. I appreciate y'all watching. Um, if you ain't already watched, get your how to get your free CDL video. Please take time out to watch that video. There seems to be a video that everybody's liking. I'm giving out a lot of free information on here that's going to help you out in a trucking career. Just please help me out by subscribing and help me be able to keep this information coming out to y'all. But anyways, to the video, today I wanted to talk about a few things that a lot of new drivers don't know when they come to truck driving. Um, some of this stuff really can help you on making a decision on if you really want to be a truck driver, or it can put you ahead of the game because you already know what to be looking to or for when getting to truck driving. Um, the first thing I want to talk about is the pay and the hours. Now, me myself, I had to get used to it because I also used to working at a traditional job that um, it took a little getting used to. Um, what I'm talking about is the hours that we get paid for. In a traditional job, you work 40 hours, and after doing 40, you get overtime. Well, with truck driving, you usually work 70 hours in a week, and you don't get overtime because most trucking companies pay by the mile. They pay you a mileage pay. Um, when I first started driving, I didn't like that because I felt like, man, we working a lot of hours, and if I was working at a traditional job, man, if I had like 70 hours in a week, that'd be a lot of overtime for me and stuff. But it all depends. See, it's a difference. Like when I worked at a traditional job, I was only bringing home sometimes like I said the most with overtime like $600 or something like that in a week. That's with overtime. And with truck driving, you can work your whole 70 and you can end up bringing home like anywhere from $1,200, $1,500 in a week, something like that. And sometimes you might not even work your whole 70, you can bring a check home like that. So it kind of panned itself out. But when I first got into trucking, my checks weren't looking like that. It was looking more like that 600 still, and sometimes less. Um, Another thing when it comes to trucking that a lot of people might not have heard of is something called deadhead. We have something called deadhead pay. Basically, what that is like, when you get paid by the mile, you get paid for when you load it. So when you have a load in the back of the truck, that's your loader miles. Deadhead is when you don't have anything in the back of the truck. There's nothing on the trailer at all. So some companies don't pay you anything at all when you're driving empty. Some pay you like the same, and some pay you like a lower amount when you're driving empty or whatever. And that can make a big difference because some companies I know I work for, they'll try to get you to drive like 200 miles like deadhead, and man, that's a lot of free miles to be driving or whatever. Hey, but it all depends. Like if you know how to work your route out. If, say for instance, if you're in a place like Florida, Florida is notorious for like not having loads coming out of there. So if they tell you to deadhead to somewhere like Atlanta or something like that, it may be worth you driving out there, because if you stay in Florida, you might be out there for a whole week without getting any loads. And that brings me to another thing that you might not know about trucking. Now this one really used to bother me. Now when I was over the road, now I'm not at home, I'm in the company's truck, but if I'm not driving the truck with something loaded on the back, I don't get paid, even though I'm inside of the company's truck and my the loads come from the company. So if I'm not driving the load, it's not my fault. The company didn't give me a load, so I feel like they should still pay me for that because I'm not at home. I'm inside of y'all equipment. Um, I let y'all decide on that because I still kind of don't like that. You know, like I said, if I'm in y'all equipment, man, I still feel like I should be getting paid for it or whatever. And there's another thing too. A lot of people don't know when it comes to like the people that give you a load, which they are called dispatchers, and then you have fleet managers. They base a lot of the stuff off emotion. If you do something like piss them off, you late for a load, you calling complaining, doing things that they don't like, they might generally just don't like you. They would base what they do off of that. They might not even give you a load just because they might not like you or they tired of you or something like that. So that can also determine if you get paid or not. And to me, that's not fair. If I'm here at work, give me a load so I can work. That's how it is at traditional jobs. You come in, you clock in, and you're getting paid by the hour. You're getting paid because you at work. But when if you're there and they don't like you just might not get no money. So you gotta play your cards right when you're dealing with fleet managers and dispatchers. Um, Another thing I want to talk about is hygiene. Man, hygiene especially when you're teaming. If you like the type of person that's like you kind of like a neat freak, you like to be clean all the time, and you team with somebody that's not like that, that will drive you crazy. I'm gonna tell y'all a little story about something that happened with me. I had took a job working for an owner operator, and he teamed with me. So both of us was on the truck with each other. So my first day, I go get on the truck with him, and it was my turn to switch up. We had stopped at a rest stop so I can start driving. He went to the back to go to sleep. So I'm headed down the highway, and all of a sudden I'm like start smelling something. I'm like, man, what is that smell, man? So I heard something behind me, so I got my phone and like held it up like, look like a mirror. Do you know this grown man was sitting back there on a potty, taking a dump in the potty like while I'm driving. Take a mind when we were just switched up at the rest stop. So he could have went in there and used the bathroom. So I almost lost it because I'm thinking like, man, this dude he in here doing this all the time. And that means he touching the steering wheel, he touching seats, the bed, I mean everything with doo-doo hands, man. I mean, I lost it, man. We got into it so bad, man. When we had got to New Mexico, I just got all my stuff and took the Greyhound back to Alabama because I was like, ain't no way. I just felt like doo-doo was on everything. And if you like me, that junk ain't cool, bro. I can't get with that. That's disgusting, man. Um, Another thing with truck driving, bathrooms, especially with my ladies, man. Like, um, sometimes you might drive in a lot of places, but you might have to go like 100 miles or something before you find a truck stop. Especially in like the Northwest and the West Coast, there's a lot of them places don't have truck stops as close as we do on the East Coast. So you might can't take no shower like every day or something like that, and some people can't take that. Um, Plus, you know, some of the places it might not be a traditional truck stop like Love's, TA, or Pilot. You might go to like a mom and pop's truck stop, and man, sometimes them bathrooms are so disgusting, man. Like they look like death, and you don't want to touch nothing in them. Like, but that might be the only place in the next 100 miles. So it's like you gotta use the bathroom or something, you know what I'm saying? You gotta figure something out. A lot of people don't know, like, man, I promise you, even in California, it's places where you drive through there's no truck stops, there's no other park or nothing like that. What else? I'm not gonna make this video long. Let me see, this is the last thing I'm gonna talk about, and this is a big one too. A lot of mistakes that new drivers make with lease purchase. Now, when it comes to lease purchase, me myself, I don't like it. It's a trap to me. I haven't worked for every company that have lease purchase program, but I have worked at a lot of them that do have it, and I've made the mistake myself more than once of lease purchasing a truck. And when you start driving trucks, the companies that have that, they gonna keep trying to push you to do that to make you feel like you are owner operator, but you're really not an owner operator. You know, you're an independent contractor, and you have some of the incentives kind of that are owner operator, but you're not 100% an owner operator. You got to think about this. If you work for a company that has company drivers already, and then they want you to become an owner operator, think about why would they want to pay you more money for something that they've got drivers already there for, that they could pay them less to do. Like, why would they do that? Think about that for a minute. All right, this the reason why. When you become a independent contractor, you become basically, you get a 1099 for your taxes. I mean, not for your taxes, but for, instead of a W-2, you get 1099. Okay, so now you're not getting taxes took out your check. The company, they don't have to pay no workers' comp. They don't have to pay like a whole lot of stuff. So it's like helping them out. And then on top of that, when you get your 1099 at the end of the year to show what you made, they give you, like, it might be one 1099 say $200,000 on there. That's what you made for the year. It doesn't have like all the fees that you might have had, like with fuel or any of that on there, and that's what the company reporting to the IRS, that they paid you $200,000. So just think about, if they got 100 drivers and they saying they paid all this money to them, that's helping the company out, because it's making them look like they made way less money than what they actually made. They put it off on the drivers and stuff, but in the long run, it hurts the drivers the most. A lot of drivers be thinking they be making a whole lot of money, but you actually not. If you think about what your check would have been if you had taxes coming out and all this different stuff, like, it end up being about the same, sometimes way less. I know times where I worked for companies and I didn't get a check at all after they cut like all the fees out and stuff. I got like no check, and there was other drivers there that had the same thing happen. The difference with me, I have a timeline. I'm like, if I don't been to see like progress in a month, I'm out of here. I'm not gonna spend no year with nobody and waste my time like that. But these guys, man, they'll stay with them forever, man. And they like keep on getting that little money to be up there hoping, because what they'll do is like one week you might not get no check. The next week you might get a check for $2,500. The next week it might be a $600 check. So when you add all that up, man, I'm telling you, that's no money. You didn't make any money for real. Because when you subtract all of the taxes and you ain't get no Medicare took out, you ain't get this, that, man, you still ain't making no money. And then at the end of the year, when you put on your taxes, what you made, they gonna say that you owe money. So please tell me how you made money with them. What else? Make sure there ain't anything else, man. I try to write this stuff down so I won't forget. Well, look like I covered everything so far. It's more than that. It's things like per diem that you get paid. I mean, it's a whole lot more stuff. But I want to get more into detail with a lot of this stuff to explain it in detail, because that stuff like that can help you, especially per diem. Per diem is something that that we get as truck drivers for being out on the road. You know, you get like a amount every day for being out on the road. So at the end of the year, you subtract that from your tax, the amount that you damn, I can't even think of the word. The amount that you made for the year, basically, you subtract that from what you made for the year, and it make the amount go down. So that means that you can end up getting more money back because it make it look like you made way less than what you actually made or whatever. Um, but anyways, I appreciate if you watch this far. Please watch some of my other videos. I got a lot of good information out there that's gonna help you out in starting a career. I mean, like I said, the free CDL one right there by itself is a good one. You go on a truck drive school for free with no money. You don't have to pay anything out your pocket. You go there for free. Watch that video and I explain everything what you have to do to for it to happen. And also, not only that, like if you might have some friends, a girlfriend, boyfriend, whatever, that might be thinking about going to school for something other than truck driving, you can use this same formula that I'm telling on that video to be able to go to school for free. I mean, it can go to school for nursing, um, whatever, construction work, business management, whatever. This same formula that I'm telling you, it help you get into school for free with any occupation. Um, but like I said, thank y'all for coming. Please subscribe, hit the like button. Until next time, be safe out there.